Hi everyone, it's Ronita Baird, PEI's medium. I'm here today to talk about my upcoming workshops that I'll be hosting in the month of May. The first workshop will be held on Saturday, May the 6th in Charlottetown, and it is called Energy and the Highly Sensitive Person. Now, I used to call this workshop Protecting Yourself from Other People's Stuff, because it's all about the world of energy and how we as sensitive beings interact with the energy of people, places, and things in our life. If you find that you're highly sensitive, that you often get drained at the end of the day, after a day of work, if you get drained after being in the mall for 5 or 10 minutes, or you go to church and you find yourself not feeling good later on in the morning, and you find yourself a little bit at a sort in large crowds, just not quite knowing how to maneuver around that energy. And sometimes highly sensitive people will take on the emotion and the physical pain of the people in their life. Highly sensitive people have been known to have aches and pains, real aches and pains, because they've absorbed the energy of somebody else. Highly sensitive people also tend to be the fixer type of personality, the person that everyone picks up the phone and calls and dumps their stuff on, and you absorb that stuff, and then you don't feel so great afterwards, and you're like, what? Why don't I feel good? What's wrong with me? Why don't I feel good? In my heart feels tight. My stomach doesn't feel 100%. My throat, what's wrong with me? Well, it's the fact that you're highly sensitive and you've been taking in energy. So in this in-depth full-day workshop, we're going to talk about recognizing energy, how to release energy that's not yours, how to re-energize after you've been bombarded with the energy of other people, places, things, situations, and then how to reset your energetic boundaries. This workshop has been taken from people from all facets of life, from those who work hands-on with people, whether they are a type of massage therapist or an energy worker, or perhaps I've also had nurses and nurse practitioners take this workshop. If you tend to work with people such as teachers, I myself am a teacher, and I know that when I go to work at the end of the day, I can often find myself feeling drained emotionally, physically, energetically, and I have learned how to manage my own energy and the energy in the world around me through the angels. So the angels have taught me the 4 R's: how to recognize it, how to release it, how to reset your boundaries, and then how to, and of course, recognizing it. So the 4 R's are recognize, release, re-energize, and reset your boundaries. Sorry, the 4 R's there. Anyway, and if you can find all of this information on my website, RonitaBairdPEI.com, under workshops, classes, and events. And we'll start the morning off by talking about what sensitive you are. Are you the energetic dumper where everyone dumps their stuff on you? Are you a bit of an old soul? There are many types, so we'll find out and discover what type you are. And then we'll recognize the energy drains, because there are certain things that drain your energy just like that, and you need to know what they are so that you don't allow your energy to be drained by something like that. Because once you recognize it, then you automatically shift and change. And then after, we'll have break for lunch, and then after we'll do a releasing of energy drains, show you how to quickly release and how to quickly re-energize. You deserve to live a happy life, a life full of energy. There's no sense in you going to work and coming home completely drained all the time, or going to a family function and coming home completely drained all the time. That's not your purpose. That's not why you're here. There's no sense if you're an energy worker. There's no sense in you doing, if you're meant to be a healer on this earth, you're meant to heal in a way that it's not going to be draining you. Have you ever seen healers where they looked so drained physically that they actually look older than their physical age? Their bodies are breaking down. They're always getting sick. That's not what you're meant to be doing. And the angels want to help you with that. And then at the end of the day, we'll talk about resetting your boundaries and regaining your life. So I love this workshop, and the angels told me when I first started teaching it, this would be the most popular workshop. Because I'm working with highly sensitive people, the angels have told me cap this workshop at 12. So there'll be 12 people plus myself. So if you're interested, please send me off an email, ronitamarybaird@gmail.com. I'd be glad to answer any questions or give me a call. The second workshop that I'll be doing later in May, on Saturday, May the 27th, also in Charlottetown, is Mediumship, Bridging Heaven and Earth. Now, this workshop is a little bit different. And this workshop, I'm going to be focusing on teaching you how to explore and connect with your soul, and therefore your loved ones and friends that have passed over. How are you going to do that? This isn't a mediumship where I'm teaching you how to talk to other people's dead people, dead relatives and friends. In this workshop, this is all about teaching you the language that the non-physical world uses to communicate with us. It's no different than my sitting down and trying to teach you how to read music or how to play the piano. It's simply a different language and a different set of skills. I can teach every single one of you in a half an hour or an hour how to sit down at the piano, how to read music, and how to play a song. That is what I'm going to be doing with you on this course, Mediumship, Bridging Heaven and Earth. I'm going to be teaching you the language that heaven uses to communicate with us. And therefore, at the end of the morning, this is a half-day workshop from 9:30 until noon, and we'll be talking about the 4 ways that Spirit uses to communicate with us. So do you have a loved one on the other side? Perhaps you just want to learn how they're communicating with you? Because I guarantee I've spoken to thousands of deceased relatives and friends for islanders over the past few years. And I can guarantee you that they are always around you. So why not learn what the signs are and recognize how they're communicating with you on a daily basis? So I'll teach you the 4 ways that Spirit uses to connect with us, their communication style, their language. I'll be teaching you how to ground and expand your own energy. This is a type of meditative process, and I guarantee you that this will really, even if you don't really want to learn how to connect or learn the language, this will teach you how to communicate with yourself. So many of us are caught up in our stressful days and these stressful lives, and we don't communicate with ourself, our own spirit. And that is really important to learn how to do that. I'll be doing some guided meditations where we will actually connect with your loved one on the other side. And you'll leave with a bigger understanding and knowledge of how to live with that spiritual connection. So if you're interested in either of these workshops, RonitaBairdPEI.com, under workshops, classes, and events, you can find the date and you can find out the information. And if you have any more questions, feel free to give me a call, 902-838-5031, or email me at RonitaMaryBaird@gmail.com. You'll get a hold of me a lot faster through email, but don't hesitate to call, and please leave a voicemail, and I always get back to all of my clients. So I hope to see you at one of my upcoming workshops or one of my upcoming events this spring. Take care.